friends, welcome to today's lecture. Myself Pranita Afre, and today I'll be continuing with the lesson called solid state with the topic packing of particles in crystal lattice. So let's continue. We have seen the types of unit cells, that is simple cubic unit cell, body centered unit cell, and face centered unit cell. So today we'll learn about the number of particles in cubic unit cells. That means when we consider a cubic unit cells, so in a unit cell how many particles are present? Particle will mean atoms, molecules or ions. So in a unit cell how many particles are present, that we'll be dealing with in this concept. So let us have the number of particles in simple cubic unit cell. So if you can see the simple cubic unit cell over here, so you can see over here that at the corners of the cube, at the 8 corners of the cube, 8 atoms are present, right, or 8 particles are present. But the thing is, if you look at this figure, this is the actual figure or the actual way in which they are arranged. That means they are arranged at the corners, the particles are arranged as 1/8 part of an atom is present at the corner. 1/8 part of an atom is present at the corner, and there are total 8 corners, so 1/8 multiply by 8, so in all we get one particle. So in simple cubic unit cell one particle is present. Overall one particle is present in a simple cubic unit cell. Let us move to the body centered cubic unit cell. Now in the body centered cubic unit cell, as the same case at the corners as we have seen in the simple cubic unit cell, that at the 8 corners 1/8 part of an atom is present at the 8 corners, so we'll be multiplying it by 8, and in addition to 1/8 atom at each of the 8 corners, there is one whole atom present at the center, hence the name body centered cubic unit cell. So we get two particles, that is 1/8 multiply by 8 plus the 1 which is present at the center. So this is how we get two particles in body centered cubic unit cell. Now let us move to the face centered cubic unit cell. In the face centered cubic unit cell, as the name suggests, yes, of course there will be 1/8 atom at 8 corners each in this unit cell, and in addition we know that there is half of the atom or half particle present at each of the face, and there are total 6 phases. So this is how we will get half particle at each of the 6 phases. So we will get half multiplied by 6 phases, that is 3. So we get 1/8 multiplied by 8 plus 3, that is 4 particles in all. I'll repeat, there are 1/8 atoms at each of the 8 corners in the face centered cubic unit cell, that is in the FCC, and in addition there is half atom present at each of the 6 faces, so we'll be multiplying half by 6, hence we get 3. And if we add all these atoms, so we will get 4 particles. That means 4 particles are present in all in the face centered cubic unit cell. So this is all about the number of particles in cubic unit cells. Let us see the packing of particles in crystal lattice. Now whenever a crystal lattice is formed, whenever the unit cells are arranged one after the other, they are joined together, so there are different kinds of patterns formed. So very first the unit cells will be will be joining in a series. This is how the close packing in one direction we can call. That means just consider this one series. An atom is connected to another atom is connected to third atom, so this is how only just a single series will get single series of atoms. So that is the close packing in one dimension. Of course it will be same always in any kind of the case. Now let's begin with the close packing in 2 dimensions. Now in 2 dimensions, that means a layer will be arranged over the above layer and the third layer will be arranged over the second layer. This is how the layers will get arranged one above the other. This is how we get a two-dimensional structure, that is the close packing in 2 dimensions. So these are of two types, that is a square close packing and hexagonal close packing. In square close packing, why do we call it as square close packing? If you look at this first series and look at the second series, one atom is placed exactly over the other atom, and the third atom is placed exactly over the second atom. That means the atoms are placed one over the other. This is how we get such kind of a structure. And if we see, an atom is surrounded by four atoms around, that means if we join the centers of these four atoms which are present a around an atom, so we get this square. This is the reason why this kind of packing is called as the close square close packing. Now this kind of packing is called as AA type of arrangement. Now why is it called as AA type of arrangement? That's because if we consider this series to be of kind A, and the second series is exactly similar to that kind, because the way these are arranged, the first series is arranged in the same way the second series is arranged over it or below it. So they are same, they look alike, they are arranged in the same manner. That is why this kind of arrangement, square close packing arrangement, is called as AA type of arrangement. Let us move to the hexagonal close packing. In this kind of packing, if you see the single series of the atoms, that is combined with the second series of atoms. If you see, unlike square close packing, here this atom, that means the atoms in the second series are arranged in the depressions of the first series. If you see, where are the atoms connected, and between every two atoms there is a empty space present over here, or a depression present over there. So the atoms of second series will exactly fit into the depressions created in the first series of atoms, and this kind of structure will give us such kind of structure called hexagonal close packing structure. Now in the hexagonal close packing structure, if you see, this central atom is surrounded by six atoms, and if we join the uh, centers of these six atoms, so we will get a hexagonal structure. This is why such kind of packing is called as the hexagonal close packing structure, and this type of arrangement is called as AB type of arrangement. Now why is it called as AB type of arrangement? Let us see. Here the first series is joined in this way. If you see the second series, it is joined in the depression. So the pattern of arrangement is not same. The pattern of arrangement, if we consider this as series A and this as series B, as they are arranged in different manner around the space or in the space, so they have been given different names. That is, this is A type layer, this is B type layer. Now if you see the third layer, it is exactly similar to the first layer, AA. That means this is overlapping with A, first layer is overlapping with the third layer, so they look similar in structure, similar in the space, but the first and second are different than each other. So this kind of arrangement is called as AB type of arrangement. So this is the difference between square close packing and hexagonal close packing. Square close packing structure is called, or it has AA type of arrangement, and hexagonal close packing structure has AB type of arrangement. Now there is a term called void. Now what are these voids? If you see, between these atoms you can see this empty space. Of what shape that empty space is made, of what shape we can see from that depression or in that layer or in that gap, that space, such kind. So these are nothing but the voids, the empty spaces in between the atoms arranged. Such kind of voids can be of any shape. If you see here in the square close packing structure, these voids are tetrahedral. That is why square close packing forms tetrahedral voids, we can say. And if you look at the hexagonal structure or hexagonal close packing, if you see here, the voids present in between each of the atoms or between any number of atoms, the voids or the empty spaces which are created are triangular in shape. That is why these voids are called as triangular voids. So these are the concepts about the arrangement and the voids. Now if we, this I've cleared to you before, that one atom is surrounded by four atoms in a square close packing structure. That is why the coordination number of each atom in the square close packing is 4. In the same manner, if you look at the hexagonal close packing structure, each atom is surrounded by 6 atoms. That is why the coordination number in the hexagonal close packing structure is 6. So this is all about the packing of particles in crystal lattice in 2 dimensions. I hope this is clear to you. Now let us move to the closed packing in 3 dimension. That means if you have taken a layer of either AA type or AB type, and that single layer is again packed with the another layer, that is second layer and third layer. This is how we can see the layers of the sheets are getting covered one after the other, and we get a 3D structure that is in the 3 dimension. So this is how it looks. In that again there are few types, so we'll see one by one of them. So the first one of them is the stacking of square close packed structures. That means the square close packed structures which we have seen, which has coordination of number 4 tetrahedral voids and all. So these square close packed layers, if we stack them in 3, if we stack them, then we get a 3-dimensional structure. And such kind, the arrangement of atoms in this kind is called as AAAA type of arrangement, because if you see here, all the kinds of atoms are arranged in a similar manner. One atom is placed over the other, over the other, over the other. And also if you see in a series, that means in a row and a column, all the kinds of atoms and the type of arrangement is same. That is why this type of arrangement is called AAA type of the arrangement. And this kind of structure, if you look at the structure, we get a simple cubic structure. The thing is, as the simple unit cells are getting joined or they're getting stacked, that is the reason we get a simple cubic structure. So which kind of unit cell is getting stacked will get the same kind of structure. Yes, this is the fact. So the structure which we've got here is the simple cubic structure, and the unit cell over here is the primitive cubic unit cell that I have already told you. That is why we get the structure as simple cubic structure. And if you see, the coordination number here will be 6, because we have seen already in the 2-dimensional arrangement also, if you consider this specific atom, it is surrounded by 4 atoms around itself, right? One atom is behind that atom, that is in the layer behind it, and one atom is in front of it. So that is how an atom, that means each of the atom in the simple cubic structure is coordinated or is joined, is connected to the other 6 atoms. That is why the coordination number of each atom in the square, in the simple cubic structure is called as the that is the 6. The coordination number is 6. Let us move to the stacking of 2 hexagonal close packed layers. Now in the first case we have stacked 2 square close packed layers. Now here we'll be stacking 2 hexagonal close packed layers. So if we consider this back side, which is shown with a reddish color, so that is the actual layer which we have seen in the two-dimensional arrangement. And if we stack a second layer of the same kind over the first layer, let us consider the black circles denoting the second hexagonal close packed layer, which is kept above or over the first layer. So this is how to get the 3D structure, of course, to get the 3-dimensional structure. Now if you see, so it will look like this. Now in this, what's happening, very first, if look at this figure, that first of it, as we have seen earlier, that in the hexagonal close packed structure, voids which are formed between the atoms are triangular. So we get triangular holes in it. But if we see here in this case, so these holes or these voids, will be, this is the top view, so of course they'll be seen as the tetrahedral holes. Triangular because triangular will be in two dimension. Now when we consider three dimensional structure, so of course the triangle will be from all the four sides, so that triangle will become a tetrahedral kind. Yes, so we will have a tetrahedral hole. Now if we have kept one atom over the three atoms which are arranged in space making a void, so we will get a tetrahedral hole over there, or a tetrahedral void. Now in the second case, if we see the structure from the top side, then what we will get is the, what we can see is the octahedral hole, or the hole like this. Now this is the side view. If we see from here, so you'll get the tetrahedral hole. And if we see that three here in this case, if this happens, that three atoms uh, which are joined together are again overlapped with the three atoms, of course in the anti-parallel way, so we will get the octahedral hole. So this is about this stacking of two hexagonal close packed layers. Now let us move towards the third kind, that is placing the third hexagonal close packed layer. Here we are keeping now the third layer above it. So in this, when we place third hexagonal close packed layer above the second, of course hexagonal, this is all about the hexagonal close packed layer. Because of the hexagon, it gives different kinds of structures, or various kinds of structure depending upon the type, or depending upon the arrangement. Now here if AB type is present, I have told you earlier, AB type, that means two kinds of layers, one layer and the second layer will be same, and the third layer will be same as the first layer. Here if we can see, this is the first layer and the third layer and the fifth layer, so the alternate layers are same, and the second and fourth layer are same. That means the alternate layers are same. The alternate layers are same, not all. That is the reason this is AB type of arrangement. Now when such AB type of arrangement occurs, or when two types of the structures, or two types of atoms, or the two ways of arrangement or overlap one above the other, so we get the hexagonal close packed structure, that is also called as HCP. So you can see over here that one layer which is of A kind is covered with the second layer which is of B type, that is again covered with A type layer. So if you see this first layer and third layer, they are exactly similar in structure, right? They look exactly same, because see this atom is overlapping with this atom is overlapping with this. That is why they both are A type. And if we see, all the B type layers are similar in structure, and the coordination number in this HCP structure is 12. Yes, it will be 12. So this is all about the placing third hexagonal close packed layer, but AB type. Now what happens, sometimes this first layer, second layer, and sometimes the third layer, when it is arranged, it will be arranged in a different way, like in the way different than A and B. So here A is arranged in this way, B is arranged in this way, and third will be arranged in again different way, which is totally different from A and B. Then we'll get a new type of structure, that is the ABC type of structure, which forms cubic close packed structure, or CCP, or that will be same as the face centered close packed structure, or FCC. So let us have a look at it. If you see here, over here, this is the layer A with red color balls, this is the layer B with green colored balls, and the layer C with the blue colored balls. So if you see, all the layers are arranged differently. A has different arrangement than B and C, B has different than A and C, and hence C has different arrangement than A and B. And if you see, all the red colored layers are in the same way, they are arranged in the same manner. All the B type are arranged in same manner, and C with the same manner, but they are different than each other. So this is how we get the ABC type. When the ABC type layers are arranged together one above the other, we get a cubic close packed structure. So if you see this in the fluctuating structure, we get such kind. If you consider a single unit cell among them, if we try to form a single unit cell, so we get a cubic close packed structure. and it will be in this way if you see it clearly, and it has coordination number 12. So AB type and ABC type hexagonal close packed layers when form 3 dimension structure, so the coordination number is 12 in both. That means in HCP, CCP and FCC the coordination number is 12. This will give you the clear idea about the FCC layer or the CCP layer. So this is how, if you look at this figure, these are arranged in the like 3 layers A, B, C, 3 different types of layers are arranged, and if they are seen from the side view, so it will be seen like this. And if you separate the 3 layers, so we will get it in this way. That means this is the middle layer with the 1 atom surrounded with 6 atoms. Above this, C layer will be present with 3 atoms aligned in a specific direction, and A layer which has 3 atoms arranged in this way, suppose. So if you count the coordination number of this central atom in the B layer, so of course that is surrounded by 3 atoms, that is surrounded by 6 atoms in the same layer, 3 atoms from the layer above and 3 atoms from the layer below. So this will give you in all 12 atoms which are joined to the central atom, which gives it a coordination number of 12. This is the case with FCC, where the A, B and C, the 3 layers are arranged one over the other. Same is the case with CCP. If we try to see the difference between HCP and CCP, as I told you, CCP is nothing but is the the face centered crystal structure. So both are same, CCP and FCC are same, the structure of them is same, and HCP. If you look at the difference between HCP structure and CCP structure, for now I'll be considering only CCP, as CCP and FCC are same. So in the HCP layer, see the middle layer, that is layer B, is the same, that an atom in the center is surrounded by 6 atoms from the same layer, of course. And if you look at the layer here A, because as in the HCP layer only 2 kinds of layers are present, AB, 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 and in CCP 3 kinds of layers are present, A, B, C. So if you look over here, above and below the B layer, as both the layers are AA, so the arrangement or the pattern of arrangement of both the layers will be same. That is why they are AA or same kind of layer. So if you look at these 3 of the atoms in each of the AA layers, so we can see the pattern here. Among this triangular arrangement of the 3 atoms, 1 atom is heading towards us and 2 atoms are heading away from us. Same is the case in this layer. Yes, so this is how these stackings are present in the HCP structure with 2 kinds of layer AB, AB. Now if we look at the CCP structure, of course the B is same in both, A is same in both, but look at C. The C, or the arrangement of these 3 atoms in layer C are anti-parallel to those in the layer A. So in this layer A, among the triangular arrangement of the 3 atoms, if 1 atom is heading towards us, 2 atoms are heading away from the us. And if you look at C, so in the C, the 1 atom is heading away from us and 2 atoms are heading towards us. That means they are arranged anti-parallel to each other, and as they have different kind of arrangements, that is the reason they have given different names, that is A and C. So this is the basic difference between the structure of HCP and CCP. And if we see in the HCP structure, there are 2 octahedral voids with each atom. So if we try to consider that the atoms are arranged in this way, and if we try to find out that each atom has got how many voids, so in HCP there are 2 octahedral voids. There are two octahedral voids, of course, as they are hexagonal, both are hexagonal arrangements, so of course they are going to have octahedral voids, as we have seen, that has been clear to you. Now in the HCP structure there are two octahedral voids with each atom is associated with two octahedral voids, while in the CCP layer there is one octahedral void per atom. That means there is just one octahedral void for each atom. So HCP has two octahedral voids per atom, while CCP has the half void per atom, right? So this is the basic difference in the structure of HCP and CCP, and depending upon the difference in structure, it has different kinds of voids per atom present in its structure. So this is all about the different kinds of arrangement related to different kinds of layers in the different manners, that is either in the square or in the hexagonal way. So I hope you have understood this. Thank you for listening.